Ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages, yeah, we getting straight into it. We got our boy with the My Hero Academia t-shirt and three beautiful ladies who may or may not still be in the WWE. We got our main man, Artie. And we have our boy Chris, who is here in spirit. He is probably asleep because he works during the day and probably during the night because he has no days off. Mr. No Days Off, Chris Hines. And they got me, that boy who is rocking this fresh.
That look good.
Mortal Kombat mashup tee, and who is now rocking a fresh new tattoo. Yes, that's right. I am a part of the Hearts Pirate Gang. That's right, Frog League. What I did. And it's me, your boy CT, and we are here, the three not so wise men talking wrestling podcast. It's been just a week of things going on, from Money in the Bank. We have SummerSlam coming up in 3 weeks. We have a new champion, and we just have a lot to get into with not that much time because I have a wrestling event that I'm going to for Post of the Ring, where I'll be talking to a few local indie wrestlers. Now, I've been talking for a long time, and I'm surprised just in a minute. But how are you doing, bro?
I'm doing good. How about you, man?
I mean, my arm hurts from the tattoo, but besides that, I'm doing pretty well.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So what would be the big news for you today? Because you see what my big news is.
I mean, where do we start? Okay. Let's just go ahead and just start with what happened at Money in the Bank.
Mm-hmm.
Well, no, we didn't get to talk to you about Forbidden Door because you weren't able to be with us. What did you think about Forbidden Door?
I think Forbidden Door did exactly what it was supposed to do. It was one of those shows that it didn't have the star power because of all the injuries, but it was star quality almost every match. Almost every match was like it was for somebody that has no knowledge of the New Japan roster like that, only seen little glimpses here and there. Everybody put on a great show. And I suspect that from all of the AEW talent. Mm-hmm. But to see that and to be wowed by everybody, it was like, oh shit, we need to have this every year and have stories that intertwine like never before, because that can build up into a Survivor Series type thing.
Well, they I want to say the president of New Japan definitely stated is like, yo, next year I want this to be in Japan.
Oh, so, and they could definitely do it in Japan.
Oh, 100%. Yeah. And with Okada, he did an interview about like, just cause I think this is maybe his first time truly wrestling in America. And he honestly said that he loved it and he wished that some of the stuff that we do here in America, he could take back to Japan. And one of the biggest things is in Japanese wrestling, they're all about being quiet for the most part, polite, not cheering like us Americans do. Mm-hmm. But that's something that he loved. He loved, like, when he came out and everyone was just, yeah. Mm-hmm. So that's like, yeah, because that'll be one of my things is to always go to the Tokyo Dome for a New Japan wrestling show. Mm-hmm. But my fear is being an American in a Japanese wrestling event. So yelling, ah! And everybody just looking at me like, shh.
Right. They'll kick you out. No, I can't really say enough about it.
How do you feel about Claudio being in all the league?
Listen, him joining, him being part of the Blackpool Combat Club Society whatever. It's freaking amazing. I mean, is how can I say it? This guy is a beast. He's a machine. Seeing him and seeing the work that he does, like once I got back into WWE, I didn't get a lot of Cesaro. Okay. Mm-hmm. I didn't get a lot of Cesaro, but to see him come in and put on the show that he put on, like one of the things that I like is that big spin, right? Yeah. It is a silly ass move, but because he takes it so serious, it's amazing. Yeah. It was so, I mean, but he's a showman.
To the this old thing that I remember Paul Heyman saying about getting moves over. It was like, if I give Mark Henry the headlock and people sell it and he like he gets into it, it will get over with the people in the swing. Yeah, with the people. Not gonna lie, just me and Chris have both said that swing on top of the cage.
Yeah. Woo. Yeah. Yeah, because that was the next thing. We had blood and guts after that. I mean, you know, how can I? There's nothing else I can say about. It was just pandemonium for Forbidden Door. Yeah, I was definitely hoping that somebody from WWE would come in, but you know, it's coming. It's coming.
We'll get to that in a second.
Oh yeah, but then we had but adding on to Forbidden Door, Blood and Guts following. Mm-hmm. That was just as good as I won't say just as good as Forbidden Door, because Forbidden Door it was amazing though.
It for being a television show, it was just as good as Forbidden Door.
And then they do like 5 matches. It wasn't a lot of matches because
it was like 4 or 5 matches.
Yeah, and hold on, and I'm trying to remember because you know I'm trying to go. Who was it?
Jade versus Layla Gray. I remember that. Mm-hmm. That was just funny because Athena and Statlander came down, and all of a sudden Layla just started hitting.
Yeah, she want to be part of the baddies.
Well, that's what
Stokely
said this week. He's like, you know how hard it is to turn somebody in an instant.
Yeah.
I believe. The initial breakup of the Gun Club and
that's
the Acclaimed, which that is about to be a really good feud.
No, listen. Okay. Seeing it start, R.I.P. Scissor Me Daddy Ass. R.I.P. Scissor Me Daddy Ass. But seeing it start at Blood and Guts, and then for it to have I'll say 2 things. One, that was a breakup that nobody wanted to see. Like if you hopped on Twitter, you would have seen the heartbreak. Like there was this one dude on Twitter. I had posted nobody wanted this, right? And then he posted like, why, Daddy Ass? Why? Right? And then I retweeted it and was like, see, nobody wanted this. And he said, he sent a gift saying get out, thinking that I meant that nobody wanted to see his post. Yeah. I said, no. Why nobody wanted the breakup? He said, oh, I retract that tweet. Why, Daddy Ass? Why? It was heartbreaking because I said the only time I wanted to see this breakup happen was when a championship title was involved. And that could have been a great buildup. I mean, I'm glad that it did what it did, because the first thing I thought was that this is a very WWE type move.
Yeah.
But because it did what it did, it invoked an emotion that a lot of people wasn't expecting. And that was a better thing than letting the build up pass.
It was kind of underlining, being shown that, there might be this little tiff. Mm-hmm. It's like, come on, Daddy Ass.
Man. Yeah. But no, what I was about to say is that was a lot better than the long payoff for Julia Hart.
Yeah. Oh, 1,000 times.
Yeah, like if it happened that quick, then people would be on that train the way that they should be, because people wanted that payoff. This was the payoff that nobody wanted, and now everybody's invested in. So that was amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, I am loving the, because I'm running through this week's AEW too, because
we're running through. If you haven't noticed, we are going multiple places, so let's keep up, because we don't talk about just one thing for too long. Just way too much wrestling. So we always pick out what we believe is the important shit.
Yeah.
So let's go. All right.
But I am loving Swerve. I'm loving this whole Swerve, Powerhouse, Ricky, Keith, like this whole thing of them going tag team, and now they just added the Young Bucks to it. Oh, wait, they didn't just add the Young Bucks to it. FTR heard that. And they was like, I hope Tony heard that too. Because man, this is about to be, man.
So here's how I believe this tag team match is going to go. Swerve and Your Gory is going to get pins. I think it's going to be Swerve. Or Swerve is going to turn on Keith. Young Bucks are still going to win, which then is going to set up the Young Bucks versus FTR at All In.
I know. I want it, but I don't want it. Like
Team Taz is just there for the good, for the rub. Honestly,
Team Taz is amazing. I want to say this
to get some real play, but woof.
Yeah,
no, they are going to take team title shot again.
Yeah, but no, Team Taz from the time that they were created to now, amazing. I'm upset that how they did Brian Cage, but that's neither here nor there. That's just, Brian Cage he's probably going to be on the Ring of Honor stage real quick.
Yeah, he's already been, I think, set for Ring of Honor.
Right. But
remember he was on, he did a promo last week.
I missed it. I missed that promo last week. But yeah, Hobbs grew into to be amazing.
It's a powerhouse.
Yeah, he man. But Ricky's star power with that as a tag team, like I know that eventually Ricky's gonna get an individual shot because he's that good. But them as a tag team, that style, finesse, and then the brute strength, that man, it's amazing. And they put on great shows. I haven't come across a bad show from them yet.
And what I also like about Team Taz is that they'll have a third member, but instead of placing him into like what they're doing, he's off doing his own thing.
Yeah.
Eventually, yeah, they can break up, but hopefully they can just do this parallel like this, and then eventually them sync up, and then eventually, they have that break, and it can be either Hook going with Starks or Hook going with Powerhouse, or them both turning on Hook, because Hook is the real star.
I will not accept that. Hook is not the real star. It is the know your boy Ricky. But I think honestly, if Team Taz stayed Team Taz for like the next 5-10 years, I wouldn't be upset at all. And I can see a trio tag out of all of them. But
yeah, all they just need to do is hey, Tony.
Yeah, get his attention.
Pac hasn't even been on the show since winning the All Atlantic Championship. I think he defended it somewhere, but he didn't defend it on, AEW TV. So, can we just go ahead and just bring the Trios Championships? Come on.
We need to.
Kenny has already said that if he takes one more major injury, he's not going to wrestle again. So just go ahead and bring those Trios Championships to the fold. And just in case, just
Yeah.
And we already heard, a certain somebody from New Japan call out, Kenny Omega as well. So, just bring the championships back because he doesn't need the trio championships anymore. Come on.
He don't. Yeah, they building a nice little story without him being in trios. We need that. That is something that we need because honestly, this stables that are growing to now, women are being in their own stables, like the baddie section, like the baddies group. Then you got the women that are part of a stable, like Tay.
Jamie Hayter.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that little clique.
Yeah. Then you can do, and then if Riho and Hikaru decide that they want to be, full time, you could toss somebody else in there, and then Marina Shafir can be on with Mercedes Martinez and Serena Deeb. That'd be a cold ass group.
Marina Shafir is, I think, with Nyla Jax, not Nyla Jax, Nyla Rose.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. I mean, it could be a lot. They can even do. And then you see
division. Come on now.
Sorry, but you do see another trio in the making.
Yeah,
but we'll get to that.
So, just go ahead and bring those trio championships.
Yeah.
Have enough people. You have Roughing It. FTR can just stay the tag team. They don't need a trio.
They don't need a trio. Even though the Pinnacle minus MJF, because they said that they out of the Pinnacle, but it's still those three.
And all those three, are champions now.
Yes. Congratulations, Warlow.
Yeah,
congratulations. You ungrateful bastard.
On winning the TNT title from our boy Scorpio Sky. I don't know.
SCU. Yeah. No, it's been.
I'm sorry. There's so much going on that I'm just trying to figure. I'm like, all right,
what do we go next? yeah.
So we're gonna do a little bit of mitching and matching through these promotions. So what did you think about Money in the Bank? And let's just talk about the major parts of Money in the Bank. The Money in the Bank match.
It's Austin that won. I saw that coming. I don't remember if did I say that I thought Austin was going to? No, he came in at the last minute, right?
At the last minute.
Yeah. I said it was supposed to be Sammy, but they added him as last minute. That's Vince, dude. So, but
does he actually cash in and win, or does he fail?
He fails. There's nobody that, we see where this is. WWE is in the spot where they have to find the right person to either make everybody excited about the win or to piss exactly everybody off. Because they ain't
Ice and Elrod.
Yeah, no, there's no way anybody is beating Roman. Like, okay, if somebody beats Roman, they are going to be one of the most hated people because everybody's going to say that is a Vince thing. There's nobody that is technically worthy enough to do it. So whoever is going to win is going to come as a surprise, A. And B, people ain't going to be happy because they're going to think that they're undeserving of it. Like, why I got to be this?
It depends on, I say, who it is. If it's someone who everybody is like super behind, like, lo and behold, if a Kofi Kingston won, everybody would be like super over and he'd be like the super baby face. But if Austin Theory wins, then that would turn Roman face because everybody would hate Austin Theory because he would just be repugnant. And I am the youngest WWE Undisputed Championship, which I think he's going to cash in at Clash at the Castles, and then he's going to Claymore Kate, and it's just going to get an even huger pop when Drew McIntyre beats him and Roman Reigns in the same damn night.
Yeah, I can see that, but again, I don't think Austin Theory's light is as bright as it can be for that to happen, for people to actually care. It's kind of, I would say, if he wins, it'd be like Jurassic Express's tag team champion. We're not gonna care. We gonna wait for the next person, and then that's what it's gonna be. But if it's Austin Theory, we're not gonna care.
Austin Theory has go home heat. It's like people just want him to go home. Like, don't get me on the screen. Just go home for a while.
Yeah, no, he literally got the bathroom break type heat when it like that. And what I mean is, like, people don't like him, but you put him in that spotlight, people are gonna go to. All right, I'm about to go grab a beer while he's talking, and that's not what you want for your champion.
Didn't Chris say, or maybe you said it, like during the finish, people were walking out?
No, that was Chris. Yeah, Chris was talking about them walking out. I mean, but that's what you're gonna have as Austin Theory. It's not somebody that you're gonna be like, I hate this guy. He's not that. Actually, people kind of like him. It's just the fact that he's a little like corny.
Smiling.
Yeah, he's a little cheesy. So people is like, but they don't dislike him enough for that to be. If he beats Roman, it's not turning Roman face. Roman is just going to be the heel that gets it right back. Because it's not going to be Austin Theory being that hated.
Cheer Roman now. They really did.
You said they want to cheer him?
Yeah, they really want.
But he'll be the heel that everybody cheers for. He'll be MJF. He'll be Chris Jericho. He'll be He'll be Chris Jericho when he became super serious against Kevin Owens and all of that. Like he can still be that heel that people like, you know what? He could be like Becky Lynch. Becky tried to be a heel, everybody just cheered. And she's still psychotic and people are cheering. Seth Rollins, psychotic, heel, people are cheering, except for when it comes to Cody Rhodes. But so he can be that. But you want to have the type of heat if Austin Theory wins, because WWE do want to make him a face. They want to make him a face. Yeah, they want to make Roman Reigns a face, and they kind of want to make Austin Theory a face too. But he's in the middle of the road. He had an okay.
Definitely work the face gimmick, but he doesn't necessarily need to even switch the character. His character would be the exact same.
Yeah.
It's just that he would now just belittle everyone, but even more the bad guy, the heels that are facing him.
Yeah. But
we also have our second Money in the Bank winner, and she successfully cashed in that night to become the new WWE SmackDown's Women's Champion. And I believe this is her first championship.
From what I know, yeah.
Liv Morgan.
Yeah.
One person, I don't think any of us had one to
get. But she deserves it. Like I will definitely say that she deserves it. All the work that she's put in, she deserves it. We've seen it while we were going through the Bianca Belair thing. She was been part of that where people were like, well, are they going to give her a shot? No, it's not. Like she's been waiting her turn patiently. She's been a good sport about that.
No, even when I finally started watching the show, the women's Money in the Bank matches are finished. And I got to it during the Carmella and Bianca match. And after the match, I thought she was going to come down and cash in on Bianca. I was like, after that beat down, okay, here comes. Didn't come?
Oh, okay.
All right. I guess you wanted to go with Ronda Rousey.
And that is really because I'm gonna say it. Bianca is too damn good. Everybody would have rioted if they would have did that to her that night. People would have rioted.
Where were they?
I don't remember where they were.
I think they were in Knoxville. Yeah.
Were they in Knoxville?
Either in Knoxville or Nashville. No, Nashville is where no, they were in Vegas. Vegas.
Okay, because I was about to be like, wait a minute. If they was in Tennessee, ain't that Bianca's home?
They'll be in Nashville for SummerSlam.
Okay, because she's
so they definitely will take the title away from her.
God damn it.
What?
She's gonna lose. Vince don't let anybody win in their hometown. She's gonna lose. And we're gonna have to go through that all over again. The whole Becky Lynch story all over again.
As long as it's not in 30 seconds, I'm fine. But I think it's her versus Carmella again. So
if she loses to Carmella at home, I am going to riot. She does not deserve that. She does not deserve that. She does not deserve that. Her story has been too impactful into these recent years for her to just go out like that. So, but that's me. You know, I'm not an investor yet, so I can't say, hey, Vince, don't let that shit happen.
And speaking of, the women's division of WWE, Trinity,
Batu,
Mercedes, and I want to say her real name is either Saraya.
I can't believe you was about to mess up her name.
Because I've known her as Paige
for so long, yeah.
And for that, I remember watching this documentary about her family, and she went by Brittany at that time.
Yeah.
So I always thought her name was Brittany, but then I met her mom, and I was like, oh, her mom scares me. I've said it
plenty of times.
Dang it. But no, those three beautiful women are potentially, we only know one is released. That would be the wrestler formerly known as Paige. As of she is officially, or as of yesterday, she was officially gone from the WWE. Not much you can say about Paige. She is, if the WWE Hall of Fame was meant for what it's truly meant for, she would be a Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
And she will probably be a Hall of Famer. One of the nicest, coolest people that I've ever met. And she's going to be a pickup.
Yeah.
For either AEW or Impact Wrestling, or she might just go home for a little bit and have fun out in Europe.
Yeah. No, I think it's talked about. I'll get into the actual news, but I do want to get from Pro Wrestling Insider, PW Insider. They did say that Sasha and Naomi are officially off the internal roster.
That's what I heard as well. And I was like, well, I'm still just going to say until they officially come out and say these women are released, I'm still just the same way you are with all these promotions working together. I'm just like, yo, until I get factual proof. That's what everybody just constantly goes off of hearsay. Until we get factual proof, they're still within WWE.
Okay, now let me ask you. Well, I'm gonna get into the AEW stuff later. But we're gonna start there real quick. Let me just get into from All Elite Wrestling News. This is one of those Facebook groups that have been kind of on point when it comes to stuff. Like they've been doing they did break Claudio coming to AEW. They've been on the actual like stats for the viewership and all of that. They're what I'm trying to say is that they have been pretty official, but this is still rumors, and I'm just going to run through what they're saying. There's apparently a major shake coming to the AEW's women division, which includes the signing of 3 of the best free agents. The AEW women's division has constantly been criticized for its lack of depth and character development. Something Tony has always stated he wanted to improve. And he has done so quite recently with the signing of Athena and Tony Storm. Khan has also brought in Ruby Soho and strapped a rocket pack to Jay Cargill. Britt Baker has always been a constant, and Thunder Rosa, despite her attitude, at times has been in some great matches. Despite that, the AEW women's division has never been on par with WWE in the women's division. And AEW has always seemed to be playing catch up. But with that being said, Tony is apparently ready to splash the cash and sign 3 of the best women wrestlers and free agents in the sports today. Paige's contract has officially expired within the WWE, and she's free to speak to who she wants, and it is unknown where she's is at recovery wise, but she has stated on many occasions that her wrestling career as a competitor isn't over. Tony is apparently hot on the heels of Paige, as it is now just rumored to be more than if she signs with the with AEW. Sasha and Naomi have been officially removed from all things WWE. Sasha and Naomi have made huge changes to their social media account. Both changed their Instagram bios, replacing WWE superstars with professional wrestlers, seemingly confirming their departure. It is unknown if the pair will have to wait out the usual 90-day non-compete clause, but Sasha hasn't been shy in the past expressing working in AEW. FTR, who she is very close to in real life, are batting for her to sign with AEW, but TK already knows what a great signing it would be to have Sasha Banks in AEW, to have a wrestler with that star power in AEW would be a real coup for the AEW women's division. Naomi, another great wrestler and established talent, and TK is apparently interested in bringing her in too, as he looks to introduce their women's tag team championships at some point, and looks to put some of his AEW female roster in Ring of Honor. So having 3 well-established names on the AEW roster would not only bolster up the division, but also bring new eyes to watch AEW, hopefully putting the AEW women division solidly on the map. That is what they're saying.
Jesus Christ.
Say that
again. Let's see. Where do we start first? Yeah. Where do you want to start first? Because I lost track.
All right. Paige is definitely going to wrestle again. That's the only thing we know. I'm not even going to say that she is going to be.
Okay. So with Paige, with her contract, I believe they did sort of what they did with Pop, where they kind of just like froze it and then just tacked on, because she was hurt. So they just tacked on years.
Yeah.
And now it's officially over. So she can go wherever she wants, and I'm all for her. If she can get in the ring and wrestle some more.
I can't wait to see her wrestle.
Oh,
all right. Sasha, I do want to say Sasha, if it's going to be the 90 days, or if Tony, like I said, pay that little whatever fee for her to make sure that she can come in early.
That's millions of dollars. He's not going to do that.
Okay. Yeah, I hear what you're saying. But if he does that, she's already going to be in AEW. She is going to be the biggest name. Oh, that would be a build-up. Sasha and Jade.
Yep. I was thinking like, ooh, could she be a baddie? But I'm like, no, Sasha Banks is way too big.
Yeah. Oh, but that could be the story though. But Jade trying to recruit her. because you know that was the only one that she really respected and everything. And then Sasha blows her off, and it's like, hold up, bitch. Wait a minute. We not about to do that. Like that could be a nice ass story.
And then Paige just beats up Julia Hart, but like, oh, you think you're from the House of Black?
Oh, yeah.
I'm the Dark Heart.
Thank you for not saying Black Heart. R.I.P. to a real one, Owen. Yeah, but
and then with Trinity, she's just gonna be a great acquisition just because she's so versatile.
Yeah,
and she never really got the shine that she deserves for being such an athletic person. But what if they just bring Sasha and Naomi together as a tag team?
That's what they were saying. They want to. Tony wants to bring in a women's tag division. They said bringing those two in, moving a couple of these people, a couple of these roster to female rosters to Ring of Honor. It will free up some space to where that story can flesh out on its own.
Does that get into the whole like, hey, you have enough females to actually? Well, I mean, they can always bring people up from Ring of Honor.
Yeah, they can interact. Then on top of that, it will still play. I think
because obviously FTR and the Briscoes part 2.
Man.
Well,
we'll get there. But Time Warner said, hey, y'all can't sign them to AEW. And Tony was like, I'm gonna make it work anyway, right? Yeah. So and now Time Warner is missing out on that money because that would have been a great Dynamite.
And I get why they're being petty, but I mean, he apologized when
they did.
Time to grow.
Yeah. The man is not judged by the mistakes he made, but how he corrects them.
But still, Paige, Trinity, and Sasha Banks, great pickups that AEW will probably and is going to pick up. Mm-hmm. They're going to make AEW so hot. Yet I'm not saying that because they are women, because they are beautiful women. I'm saying that because the women's division will be fucking on point. Sasha Banks has a cult following. Paige has a cult following.
Mm-hmm.
Just those two women by themselves. Those are 2 members of the 4 Horsewomen.
Yeah, and those are the 2 of the 4 that help build the women's division into legitimacy. So they know a few things. Like as much as everybody joke about all the crazy shenanigans that Vince does with WWE, they know how to draw in the crowd. They know all the little small things. Vince have actually given them some free reign to actually create on their own. So they know how to make things work and how not to, as far as a professional dealing with millions, because they'd had to.
All of a sudden you see on the screen, Vanessa.
Yeah.
Oh no, great. Now Snoop's gonna have to do a whole new song.
It don't matter. He was already on AEW, so
and WWE. He's a WWE Hall of Famer.
He's a WWE Hall of Famer. He got a win in AEW. He was on the Go Big show. Listen. Listen.
Can't tell Uncle Snoop anything.
Yeah, but you can't. That's Uncle Snoop right there. What else is there? I mean, because that was like huge for me seeing that.
I just saw Vince paid off, I guess, 4 women.
For the NDAs, 12 million altogether in his NDAs. Yeah. Oh God.
So that's funny, and there's that. So besides that, nothing really to say.
Oh, so now I can go into my conspiracy theory. Hey, you ain't got nothing else. Just spend some time with me. So now we done had Israel Adesanya come in as an Undertaker, right?
Yeah.
and we had Vince McMahon there, right?
Yeah.
You know who else was there?
Pat McAfee.
You know who else was there?
Joe Rogan.
Do you know who else was there?
Triple H.
Missing a few more people.
Stephanie.
That's 2 more.
Shit. Who was that one guy?
Jim Ross and Tony Khan.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. In the same building.
But.
Mm-hmm.
Tony Khan and JR have gone to multiple UFC events.
Mm-hmm.
Triple H has gone to multiple UFC events because they are all huge fans of it.
Right.
The pay-per-view was in Vegas. Mm-hmm. Joe Rogan and Vince McMahon, I don't know if they're friends, but they are billionaire acquaintances.
Mm-hmm.
And it would make sense that they would be there. You ever seen, like, there's sometimes boxing, like, people who go and their opponent is there.
No. Wait. That happens a lot. There's always boxing people at boxing matches, right?
Yeah.
And you just said that, you know, all of them like UFC. I mean, we got Jay Hagar being an MMA fighter, so you know Tony's going to be at events, right?
Mm-hmm.
Vince pretty much got UFC off the ground. I'm saying it. He helped bring UFC to his dominance by way of Ken Shamrock, Steve Blackman, all of those people, right? So you know he's ish. Yeah, he got some legitimacy out of that. But we've seen this.
Hold on. Ken Shamrock should have been WWE champion.
Yes, he should have. Yes.
Like, Ken Shamrock was one of my favorites, and he made me love the ankle lock.
Yes. I literally, for years, I thought that he didn't know that it was fake. Like, when he choked out the British Bulldog and turned him blue, I said, oh, Ken is doing this for real. But going back, they all love UFC. We all love UFC. Why did it take them 3 years to actually do it together?
What do you mean?
They have not been in the same building at the exact same time, no matter how big the events have been.
Yo, can we just say that Vince has been really showing his ass lately? And just like, not like showing his ass like he has done in the past, but you've seen him more often than you have in the past few years after this little thingy-McBobber went down.
I mean, it was beforehand. We don't forget the egg. Like, from the egg, from that time on, Vince has been on. Vince has been Egg, Austin Theory, talking to Seth, bringing in Cody. He's been all around since that damn egg.
Wait, when was the egg? Survivor Series. When was this thing? Never mind. Okay.
Yeah, but no, he's definitely been around. He's definitely been more active and more social. To me, that says that something big is about to happen. Once I start seeing him frequently and his little plastic surgery shit that he's been doing is saying that something big is about to go down. And that was before.
What, 1,000 pounds though?
I'm not going into kayfabe with you right now. I'm trying to be for real. I refuse to believe that Vince.
No, he sent Pat McAfee a video, and Pat McAfee played it on his show.
I know Hollywood. I know a billionaire got enough money to say, hey, put these little styrofoam bench dumbbells, whatever, on the fucking bench and just watch me squat. I know it. You can look like that all you want, but I know Hollywood when I see it. But Vince being more active tells me that something big is about to happen. Vince and all of the shit that has been going on tells me that something big is about to happen. And I think that it's funny that AEW has had, AEW has had New Japan in their back pocket for a minute, but this year was the start of Forbidden Door. I think that there's a lot of messages that is going on, and I think that Vince, because Vince has been in contact talking to the roster, and Tony saying, "Oh, they could pay." Then we get Samoa Joe saying, "Listen, I've been everywhere. This ain't really no Forbidden Door," and all of that taking away some of the legitimacy, even though they put on a great show that still made it legitimate. But that saying coming out of nowhere says something to me, just for them to be at the UFC, for Tony to turn around and say, "Yeah, I don't mind doing an event with Vince."
Well, okay. One, I believe if the Global Bastard didn't happen, we would have had Forbidden Door in like 2020, honestly. That's when they had brought Kenta in, and Mox was the Impact, or not the Impact champion, but the IWGP United States champion.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like something like it would have been announced at that time, or it would have happened in 2020 or 2021. 2022 is just where we could have, because we had the Global Bastard 2020, 2021 wasn't even better, it wasn't any better. We still had our old cases, and in Japan, shit was tight over there. So that's why I believe it took till 2022 for us to have the Forbidden Door.
Okay. I'll give you that.
Where else did you go? Shit.
Everything that they are talking and discussing.
Tony would always be down to do something with the WWE. He's a wrestling fan. He owns, I guess, WWE's competition, but he's still a WWE fan.
But see, and that's the issue that I'm having, right? We know that he's a fan, to the point where he said he's not in competition with them, right? Everybody in the world says that they're in competition with each other, right? And we all know Tony. We know that Tony would be willing to. It has never been said until now.
Well, okay,
it has just been.
Tony doesn't see themselves as competition, because he's like, all right, they have however they've been around, head start. We have only been around for so long. Yes, we are super popular for now, but let's make sure that this can last, and then I can acknowledge that everybody else can acknowledge that we are their competitors, but he won't until he knows that AEW has been sustainable for X amount of years. And that's when himself would probably go out of his way and saying, yes, we are the competition for WWE.
He is at the point to where he probably can say it, right?
Can and would is two different things.
He's not, though. That's what I'm saying. He's not saying that. Even though shots have been fired for years. They've been taking shots at each other, and it's been all of these friendly shots, right?
Mm-hmm.
Tony has had the upper hand, because whatever Vince said or whatever WWE say, it was like, all right, now we can just take it a step further. I'm gonna turn this into lemonade. Like, oh, blood and guts, we're gonna do that. Y'all try to turn from the PG to the TV 14 and add a little cursor. We're gonna go over the top with it. We're gonna keep it in friendly, but anytime Vince would call, he would answer. They said as much, but for them to say all of that,
also answer. I mean, there's politicians who might not like each other, but when the calls, they're gonna pick up.
We're not talking about politicians. We're talking about Vince. We're talking about Vince.
Yes, but I mean, the wrestling industry is really political.
No, Vince have always been get down or lay down. That's been Vince. Tony has provided a different way.
I just start and just say we gonna make you get done.
But Tony has shown that it can be another way. To now, everybody has saying, you know what? We don't have to be here. We don't have to do this. We don't have to work with you. We don't have to do like there's a lot of that going on now.
Becoming LeBron James.
Huh?
Are the athletes becoming LeBron James and having athlete empowerment? The ones that can.
Yeah, in a sense, yeah. I mean, we even seen Braun Strowman create his own shit. Like there people seeing, huh?
Oh, I mean, even the Authors of Pain, they created their own. Granted, it didn't sell and they had to cancel it, but I mean, they're still trying.
Yeah, but they just show what Cody and what Tony has done was showing that there could be another way, right? So now that stronghold ain't so strong anymore, people are, Vince saying, oh, we want to do this way. And they like, no, we'll just go over here. So now he got to play nice a little bit. And now that he got Cody being over there, he got Vince's ear because he done shown that it could be done another way. Hey, Vince, I got this idea. No. All right, I'll take it over here and do that.
Well, just because he has all the ideas doesn't mean that he's going to listen. Because you can't teach an old dog new tricks.
That's a lie. That is definitely a lie. That is and
no. He's an old dog.
And that's how they got Chris Jericho and everybody to cameo at John Cena's thing.
No,
yeah. That's what, because what happened? They said, hey, we contacted AEW and let them know. It wasn't no way. This is a muscle thing.
Good with keeping business and personal stuff semi out of the way.
John Cena is the consummate businessman. John Cena is making hundreds of millions in the box office, and Vince still get a piece of it. It is still big. Oh, his name is still John Cena, and his name is still owned by WWE.
I mean, his given name is also John Cena.
Right, but Vince, that's why you can't take that. That's why The Rock goes by Dwayne Johnson, because Vince ain't getting that money. Vince ain't getting The Rock money. He getting John Cena money. John Cena could go by another name, because here's another thing that we know about. When you register in the Screen Actor Guild and everything else, you can go by any name because there's a chance that somebody has your name anyway, or your likeness is sold to somebody else.
Michael McGillicuddy.
There you go. Like there's an actor. All the little things. Have you seen that TV? Okay. There's this actor named James Roday. Have you seen Psych? Sean Spencer. That's James Roday.
Oh, the black guy?
White guy.
Oh, okay.
He's actually Mexican. That's the crazy part about it. He's actually Mexican. His name is James David Rodriguez, but he couldn't go by that name because there's somebody in the actors union that has that. And I don't even think it's an actor. I think it's like a light person that or a boom person that has that name. And because they're all in the union, he couldn't use that name. So he got to go by James Roday. So if John Cena still wanted them to didn't want Vince to make that money, he can go by something else.
Well, he's already said he doesn't care. So
right. So this is still business, and he still got all of these people to come in and say stuff on WWE after they allow what's his face to be on Impact.
AJ Styles?
Yeah.
Can't have Impact though without AJ Styles. Like
unless wait.
Been up and on, like felt mad disrespected that AJ Styles wasn't on there because AJ Styles is Impact Wrestling.
Yeah, but you're also talking about the same person that thought that the writing for Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn saying, hey, tell Kurt Angle to tell the joke, you know, Impact is hiring or TNA is hiring. He did that. He made a joke of them, letting you know exactly where he saw them. You've seen how he portrays the Monday Night Wars. So for him to be that ruthless and cutthroat, to be like, yeah, I'm going to do this, he's trying to rebuild the bridges he burned down. And the best way to start
somebody else's, other KH.
But what I'm saying is that whatever the fuck is going on now in WWE is a hell of a lot different than what it was 5 years ago, 3 years ago.
Everybody's happy that Stephanie is now in charge.
Yeah, but it was happening before then.
Rumor says. Oh, and for everyone who thinks, side note, that the person who's coming is Bray Wyatt, stop being stupid, it's Edge.
Oh yeah, he gotta make his return.
Yeah,
but I don't think
the promo's like, ooh, it's Bray Wyatt. Is he coming back? No, stupid, it's Edge.
I don't know. I mean, I don't think this is Bray Wyatt, but I'm actually thinking that Bray Wyatt may come back to WWE though.
Maybe. I mean, he hasn't been doing anything.
Yeah. Well, we done had this big news about him getting ready to make his return, and everybody's been anticipating where. I'm under the belief that he's joining Vince. He's joining back with Vince.
We'll see. Will he come back as the Fiend?
Yeah, even though he used
come back as the original Bray Wyatt, because he was cool that way, but
no, it's a new thing because again, he trademarked Wyatt 6.
Ooh, the 6 personalities of Wyatt.
Yeah, but then he also used AEW's lawyer to trademark it. Yeah, but I still think that he's going towards WWE. I think that Tony is a fan enough to say, hey, I want to let you have your own thing, but you can go wherever you want.
Yeah.
Oh, one thing I do miss though, because I do want to say this, because I know that we're about to get ready to go soon. I want to say this because I've been noticing a lot lately. I miss the wrestlers having more creative control on AEW. It was a lot more fun, and it was a lot more, how can I say, interpersonal when it comes to the wrestlers. Like now what you're seeing is that you're seeing more homages paid to wrestlers inside of the ring, right? But when it was Cody and everybody running the events, we done got so many Easter eggs from promos and stuff like that that people tuned in to see what they could see. Like the whole before Ric Flair got in trouble, he was supposed to be coming, and then they had who was it? I believe it was one of the Good Brothers, and Ric Flair's outfit just in a regular promo. He was just in his garb and everything. Like little shit like that is stuff that I miss.
Punk.
Yeah. We get a little bit of that now when it comes to Chris Jericho doing what he does, but honestly, it's that part of the promos and stuff we don't get to see anymore.
I do have to give you a really quick shout out.
Okay.
I was watching an episode of Ups and Down, and certain Simon Miller has started a new countdown.
Really?
Yes. Called the Kip Samian countdown.
Yes.
Yeah. So it started today at 1. He's like, I don't know how many episodes there's been, but I'm like, there's been so many.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a shame that you're just now noticing the guy with a box on his head being everywhere.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, if you look at the right side of the screen, I'm like, yeah, he's been there for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Long time. But yes, there is a Kip counter on ups and downs for Dynamite.
That is awesome. That is freaking awesome. I think that it should just be for Dynamite, not unless you don't see Kip on Dynamite, but you do see him on Rampage. But 9 times out of 10, it's the exact same show, so you're going to see him. But yeah, it's crazy because
oh, go ahead.
Yeah, no, it's crazy because they should be saying like little shit like that. If the wrestlers were in control, like how they were, somebody would have told Excalibur or Taz or Jim to just make a little reference every once in a while. Like, damn, what Kip again? Like, why? Like, what is he gonna do with his box on his head? Like when they tried to figure out if Chris Statlander was an alien or a woman that thought she was an alien. Like that was a running thought until Brandy was like, she's a woman. Y'all stop feeding into this stupidity. This should be something that they do with Kip. Just notice, like, damn. You know, for somebody that don't get any wrestling time, we sure do see this guy a lot. Wish we could see his face. No, he is a handsome man. Like, just have Jim say or Excalibur say he's a handsome man, and Taz like, what? What are you talking about, Excalibur? Shut up! Like, but shout out to Kip Sabian.
I also saw that Lil Scrappy is going to be wrestling on the 23rd of July in Atlanta, Georgia.
Where? Okay, you said in Atlanta, Georgia, but what promo?
Huh? You mean
what?
Battle for Atlanta? I know I have it on
I might have to find a way to get down there. See Scrappy wrestle?
Yeah, he's wrestled. He's wrestled with Frankie J, I think is his name. I'm not too fond on the Love and Hip Hop.
Yeah, I remember them doing all that. But no, that's Mr. Money in the Bank right there.
Yeah.
Yeah. That yeah. So I'm happy to see him in there.
Cause he was at the last event. He was doing he'll be wrestling Baron Black. I know that. He was doing a concert in the ring, and Baron Black came out. He ended up giving him the rock bottom.
Oh, they killing it.
Yeah, I'll be posting it in our on our Twitter thing.
Okay.
I'm trying to pull up, but my internet is dead slow because Florida sucks and Spectrum sucks and Sprint T-Mobile sucks. I don't know if you guys saw, they all suck.
I'm AT&T over here. Got fiber internet. It's fucking awesome. It's fucking awesome.
Yeah, well, some of us can't be that lucky.
Oh no, it took me a lot of struggling. I had to deal with Spectrum and their outages and all the other shit that happens with them for a couple of years because AT&T didn't have fiber in my area. I was waiting for that. Yeah.
I won't be able to tell you because my internet's not working anymore.
Okay.
But yeah, no, that I would go see that, but I'm going to be in Indiana at that time. So,
hey, tell the family I said what up.
I definitely will.
Yeah.
But anything else we got to talk about wrestling wise?
No, I'm just gonna rehash this with Chris when he wakes up.
Right. So we're gonna have a two-parter.
Hey, there we go.
All
right. So for the first round, I'm just gonna let you because you got an event to go to, right?
Yes, I am going to
stop making the people dizzy.
Sorry. I'm going to the CCW event in Old Town. It's in Kissimmee, Florida. They say they are doing it every second week in Florida, or in every second of the month. Sorry. So a couple of my friends are wrestling. I'm off today, so I'm gonna go see them and get some interviews for Pulse of the Ring.
Yeah. We got another one coming out soon.
Yes, yes, we do. So be on the lookout, everybody. That being said, make sure you turn on your likes. Go ahead and subscribe.
Yes.
Subscribe first. Turn on your likes. Turn on the bells. Turn on all the bells and whistles and notifications. So then when we drop our commentary, you will get that. When we drop Pulse of the Ring, you'll get that. You'll always be up to date with the stuff that my boy Audie is doing on his channel. Once I get my channel up and popping, you'll see what I'm doing on my channel too.
Oh yeah.
So just like and subscribe because we got stuff coming wrestling wise, and you will not be disappointed because we are thinking outside of the box. We are not like these other blockheads, and that is no offense to the blockheads out there. But we are trying to be new. We're trying to do things that you've never seen. And I'm telling you like this, and you hear me with all the gusto in the world. Jade Cargill is the number one champion.
Without a doubt.
In AEW. Second is FTR. Third is John Moxley. And fourth is who the hell cares? Just kidding. No disrespect. Wardlow.
Yeah, I thought it rolled up, but yeah. All right. Well, if nobody told you today that they love you, I love you. CT thinks you're all right.
You're cool.
Yeah. If nobody told you that you're awesome, obviously you are because you're listening to us. You're watching us on YouTube. Hit that bell. And anything that you're going through, just know that, first of all, you got us cheering for you. You can do it. We're rooting for you. You got this. And it's only temporary. So live in it, learn it, grow from it, and become a better person. But until next time, all we want you to do is continue to do what you love, and that is watching, participating, communicating, conversing, or interacting, actually physically being in the ring of everything wrestling. Yes. Until next time, peace out. All right, give me 1 second.